Rare Cup, everybody! Heroes of the Storm tournament in 2020. They're not dead yet, and today we're going into the amateur series again. So, we have the quarterfinal of one of these Heroes of the Tournament events. Heroes of the Storm tournaments. And this is actually Heroes Lounge, and we're looking at Division 6 and Division 7. So, the best of the worst are going up against each other. This is a quarterfinal match between Shoryuken and the Mighty Minion Army, MMA. Kaula or Pano on Sylvanas. We have Vash on Uther for the blue team, Black Knight on Garrosh, Marinero on Kerrigan, a distant cousin of Calimero, Banak on Leoric, and over on the red team side, Skrat on Chromie, Rundfunk on Diablo, Boba Fett on Cassia, Merlin on Anna, and Omishashu on Imperius. So, in case that you guys don't really know what's going on here, Division 6 and Division 7 just generally feature players that are roughly between bronze and I'd say high gold, roughly. Just ballpark. And this is the end of season tournament for the league, and we obviously had a lot of Division 7 matches already that we had in the past here. So this is one of the quarterfinals that was played out in the end of season tournament here, and we're going to take a closer look at it. I wanted to generally emphasize a little bit of the amateur setups, as I said at the beginning of the season, and what we're going to do here is just go through a couple of the games of the Rare Cup. There's obviously the Epic Cup following, the Mythical Championship, and the Legendary Cup. So we're going to go through all of the end of season tournaments and cast at least a few of the games. So I want to at least go through semifinals and grand finals. In this case, we're also going to jump into some of the quarterfinal matches. But again, if you want to play Heroes of the Storm, you can always join up with these leagues yourself. heroeslounge.gg is the website that you could have a look at. They have a division for North America, they have a division for Europe, and if you want to play Heroes of the Storm the way it's supposed to be played, with a bit of a competitive drive, then this is probably the best place to go for you. But as we're heading into this, we already have a little bit of action going on. Both of the teams at the 1 minute mark moved into the turret camps here in Volskaya Foundry and started to take the first items. We haven't seen anybody make a play for the healing beacon just yet. Also, as a side note, in this particular Heroes of the Storm event, we actually have best of 3 matches until the grand final, which then features a best of 5. So another thing that you should probably check out. Also, on another note, I just announced last week, a couple of days ago, that Meta Madness is heading into a new season. We're going to have another tournament coming in at the end of December. So all of you guys that are usually pretty bored during the Christmas days, you should definitely check out the video description if you're watching this on YouTube. I'm going to make sure to include a link in there so that you can read up on all the details, how all of that works out, and when exactly the tournament takes place. So make sure to have a look at the description. And if you watch this on YouTube, obviously hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you should do that too. You're going to miss out on a lot of the cool content that we have coming up at the end of the year here. Now that the first objective is announced, we have still level 5 versus 5. Both of the teams not really going to a lot of fights, but more so trying to keep the experience stacked. In regards to builds, I gotta say that they're pretty much following the meta setup here. I kind of like that we have a lot of CC for the blue team. The interesting part is that they decided to play this with only Sylvanas as their range damage dealer and really rock a lot of slows through Leo, through Garrosh, and then Kerrigan with potential combos. And they lock in the healing beacon. So that was one of the first things that they're going to do here. And we'll actually double check if they can use that Kerrigan to get some kills here. CC is definitely ready, but we have a lot more poke on the other side with Cassia and with Chromie. There's also decent CC. In this case, we actually have Imperius on the side lane, not as a main tank as you oftentimes see him these days in the meta. But of course, that doesn't mean that he doesn't make for a fantastic side laner too. So there's decent lockdown at the front and then follow up from Chromie in particular. And once the nano boost hits, you could see Chromie and Cassia nano boosted given the situation. So yeah, time will tell. But this is where we're gonna expect the first few fights. Right now, especially for low-level teams, I gotta admit that both of them have focused in a very disciplined way on the macro game and have not engaged in any kind of pointless fights. I want to say that the Mighty Minions could have maybe tried to fight for that particular healing beacon, but they decided against it. Didn't really see it, I assume, but they're actually invading the opponent's turret camp. They got vision at the top and at the bottom of several heroes, so they're just moving in saying like, well, we can steal that away. The problem is that there's already... Oh, can they get the garage kill? Yes, that looks good. Black Knight survives, at least for now. Kerrigan comes in with the combo in the backline, trying to go for Cassia here. Gets pushed back too, and it's a 5 versus 5 with Garrosh still being in trouble. And big damage coming from Chromie and Cassia. It's a kill. It's a double kill. And they drop 2 of the items in order to get it. Both of the turrets that they took have been used in this fight. And now they still have another camp that they could technically take over here. Topside, Kerrigan is trying to get a combo set up against Cassia and locks it in. Nice. Boba Fett has to move away. But I gotta say, that opened with a bang in this objective. Looked a little bit more calm, quiet, and disciplined up to that point. But right now, this is where the real action comes out. And of course, we still have that one turret up, but no team takes it. Sleep Dart connects, 81% against 74. First Protectors on the line as they're making the play for Diablo, and he is absolutely isolated over here. Gets body blocked, but tries to turn it around against Garrosh. Can't quite make it work, and Dibbles goes down, but so does Kerrigan. Kerrigan eliminated. They're trying to get more damage with the relentless poke from Chromie in the backline. It seems like Leo might fall. Not only him, Uther's about to go down too. They heal on Imperious in the last second. Uther down. And here's objective number 1 for the Mighty Minions. The Mighty Minions a little bit too mighty in their team fight. Move into the middle, taking down the wall, and more importantly, locking in the level 10 with the push. Great setup for them now, but Diablo gets flipped over the wall, has to move out. Thankfully for him, that wall, that side lane wall has already been destroyed. But now they have to try and capitalize on the level 10 ability and the Protector. You want to get that top fountain, and of course, if you can, you also want to force another fight here and get some kills in. Some of the heroic abilities have already been taken. They're a little bit slow on the pick here, on at least a few of them. The slowing sands are in. Fountain is destroyed. Exactly the rotation that you need to make here. And I gotta say, I'm impressed. The teams have a plan. Those are normal rotations on the map, as you would expect, and the teams are coming in with a game plan, which is quite obvious here. Big stun from Uther with a Divine Storm, and Diablo is down. Dibbles down, and, well, this time he's on 41 stacks, so no revive or anything. We'll be back soon. But the red team accomplished what they wanted to do. They opened up the mid lane. They took down the fountain at the top lane. And now they're in a position where they just have to wait for Cassia to take her talent. Apparently still thinking about going for Valkyrie over here. Still more poke from Chromie. And honestly, she's starting to become really annoying for the blue team. Especially now with the slowing sands being set up like this. Black Knight needs to be very, very careful. And exactly for that reason. Welcome to why. This is exactly why he needs to be careful with that. Just as I say it, he just walks through the slowing sands, and then Chromie and Cassia are saying, thank you very much, and take him down. And the brawl continues. Now they're going for Leo again. He gets the heal. Needs to move away from this. Pops Yorson's renewal too. And it is starting to become spicy. You can see the damage output for Chromie, but have a look at Imperious too. And the red team, they are really aggressive around these camps. They haven't taken their turret on the right side in quite a while, but they are invading the opponent's camp whenever they can, trying to steal that away. Now, there's of course also a few mercenary camps that are currently taken at the top side. And over on the bottom right of the match, there we have it. Another quick move straight in for turret number 2. There's obviously still a healing beacon up on the top side, and the blue team is making a play for it. But I think we're going to see that rotation coming in right now. Yep, and here we go. They're trying to engage into it. They gotta be careful. Here's the APOC. Great setup for that. And it seems like Garrosh is gonna die here. He tried to go for the taunt. Not real luck with that. A counter kill against Diablo would go a long way, and they get it. But Uther also falls. The item gets claimed. They might have to use it right here, and they use it immediately. But the fight still in favor of the red team. The Mighty Minions with the kill attempt against Kerrigan, and she is down. Kerrigan eliminated. 13 against 12. Of course, having the extra talent helps. This, by the way, one of those things where you can definitely see a difference between top teams and teams that have a bit less experience. You don't see them pick their talents right away with hotkeys. And that is actually a bit of a problem, because if you hit a talent here during a team fight, you want to pick those talents as quickly as you can so that the extra talent gives you that power spike. And we had multiple heroes on the red team side that didn't do that as they accomplished that. So that makes that level that you got in that talent kind of worthless in the team fight. So if you have a lot of time to pick, then of course that's kind of nice, but at the same time you really want to go through and take those as quickly as possible. Now both of them are on the same talent. We have the Chrysalis for Kerrigan, so a bit more survivability for her. In addition to that, also in this case the Gloves of Alacrity here getting again, and that attack range is kind of neat. So that's actually really neat here for Cassia. Can stay a little bit farther in the back and play it out safer. And they're poking them to death already. I mean, they have the advantage either way with that fountain. But Sylvanas is pushing the bot lane, and Leo is sitting in the middle trying to get experience. The red team is apparently trying to go for a trade at the top and pushing this. But they are playing a 4 versus 3 here, so they have to make a choice on how they want to play this out. Sylvanas did some damage at the bottom of the map, but didn't go for the fountain, so that's kind of noteworthy. 15 is in the hands of the Mighty Minions. They have 10 kills to 3. And if they just play it slow, they will grab level 16 with this. There's the Entomb against Chromie. Gets thrown out and needs to move away here. Good move of the timeout, but Kerrigan comes in for a second grab and they get the kill against the fake dragon in the back. Chromie gets slapped around a little bit. And Dibbles is down to Leo falls. Another Kerrigan setup, but they're missing the follow-up stun. They still get the kill against Cassia. And Garrosh makes sure that Anna dies too. 4 heroes down. A great trade for Shoryuken. And they can now push through the top and go for the objective. So they are looking at a pretty good opening here on objective number 2. That might lead to them not only taking the top for it, but a lot more. They have the power to push through this. Sylvanas helps out with it a lot. They're burning the minions away. That's a freebie fort right here. Leo's just sitting at the side, making sure that nobody comes in and flanks them from the bottom. I guess with everybody dead, not really needed. But he's now taking the experience here. Level 16 is finally ready for the Mighty Minions, but that doesn't really help them, at least for this one anymore. Because the opponent picks up a talent as well, as we're talking about it. And Leo going old school. He's going into Ominous Wraith and Royal Focus. We got a couple of additional unstoppable frames for Sylvanas. Now, the Mighty Minions haven't given up on this objective just yet. They lost their fort, but they still want to fight this out. And of course, with 16 versus 16, there's a good chance that Shoryuken is going for it. Problem is that there's 2 turrets on the map that will soon be taken by the blue team, and they should have plenty of time to then move top and use those 2. Leo is probably in need of a bit of help, and yeah, Vash comes in and provides that. But the first turret is taken, second turret is on the way. What the red team should have done, and is now trying to do, is take that fort down when they realize that there's nobody here to contest the top position. Now it's a bit too late to drop it, and with the 2 turrets in the hands of the blue team, they have a good shot of deciding that top lane fight in their favor. Now there's a healing beacon too, but nobody makes a play for that just now. But here comes the move straight to the top. Dibbles is sitting at 100 souls, so if he dies, he's going to be back. They're looking for the combo. They're going for it, and he sets it up. The APOC combo is true, but still Uther gets the stun out. They're making a play for a nice Wailing Arrow, and all of a sudden the red team is on the run again. They're trying to turn it against Uther, but Diablo goes down. Big taunt from Garrosh, and that's a double kill again. It's a triple. It's a quad kill. They take all of them down, and they want to go for Chromie too. She might survive, and it looks like she does, but that still means that top side, we're going to have another protector taken this time for the blue team. But look at this team fight setup. Now it's 11 kills to 11, and they just murdered them. And that's a bit of a question of Leo actually dying in the middle. That's a bit of a question of where they want to go with this. It seemed for a second that they are considering to go for the top keep, which they probably shouldn't. Instead, they can now go for another attack in the middle, take that fort down, maybe also grab that fountain at the bottom lane. That would really help them. But the first move is to take the fort down in the middle, take the outer ring of defense away from the Mighty Minions. Damage output, just as a bit of a side note, by now we have 39,000 for Sylvanas, who has not died yet. The only hero in the entire game, the only player that hasn't died up to this point. 41,000 for Chromie. She's doing well here. Has some serious damage, and the poke is just annoying as usual. The defense is set up at the bottom, and Leo made it to the top lane, escorting a catapult in. So this is starting to become an issue for the mighty minions. They might be able to defend the bot lane for now, but at the top, they really have to send someone to defend against Leoric, or that push is going to be annoying. Leo moved into the middle for additional experience, but he still did quite a bit of damage topside. Fountain is now down 2. Nice! Wanted to go for Kerrigan, didn't get her. Instead, Sylvanas gets grabbed, and she still makes it out. Maybe wasn't quite needed to go for the Wailing Arrow here, but thanks to the will of the Forsaken, they were able to save her. So good job on that end. Nobody dying, and this is getting close. I mean, this is a best of 3 series, man, game number 1, but if this is how those matches are going to play out, then we're in for a bit of a treat here. Given that this is Division 6 and Division 7, this is a very, very close game match, where we usually have a lot of more one-sided games. So we'll see how that works. Now we got still level 20 on the horizon for the blue team, and they're looking really, really good with that. Top side, again, has been opened up, so that might be something that they can have a closer look at later to try and take that keep down. Same time, camps get taken again, but with a rotation down to the bottom and them having full vision of the red team, they decided to make a play down here. And that grants them an immediate access to the next fort, and that one's also gone. So there's a little bit of a counterplay attempt at the top, which I like, but at the same time, you look at the minimap and there's a clear winner when it comes to that. I think they should have just keep pushing. I don't understand why they're trying to defend. Just keep pushing. If your opponent takes their keep, push the... if your opponent takes the fort, push the keep at the bot lane. They will have to retreat, or they're going for a horrible trade. So that would have definitely been the better play here. But they are looking for the fight, and with level 20 talents, that's a decent one for them too. So they could definitely win this one. And it's looking good. Chromie is dead already, gets annihilated by Sylvanas. They're making a play for next one. They lose Uther though, so that's a bit of a setback. But Kerrigan and Sylvanas come in with the second kill. They go for the third, and this is looking peachy. Dibbles down 2, that's Imperius dead. An absolute slaughter up here at the top. And as they go for the item, let's just check that out again. I mean, it's just CC all over the place. The taunt coming in, the Uther stun, Kerrigan with the combo. We have, of course, also the Buried Alive. So big hits coming from the blue team as they lock in 15 kills to 13, level 21. They still should try and use that Sylvanas to push one of the lanes now. And the bot lane seems to be the target. Leo is taking the minions out, but nobody else is moving in. I don't know. If you are if you have 4 heroes on the map and your opponent only 1, you should really set the Sylvanas up to push this bot lane. I mean, the situation for them is good as is. But you want to get farther and farther ahead here. There's no items to be taken, so you want to push the lanes. They could have done this already a bit earlier, as I said. They decided to move to the top. And they won the fight. They took a team fight and they won it. But the thing is, what do you do with the team fight after you won it? Like, what do you accomplish? And they're honestly not in a better spot than they were before. If anything, they're a little bit farther behind because now they don't have the talent advantage anymore. So congratulations, you just killed 4 heroes. What did you do with it? Not much. They pushed the lanes a little bit, they took a camp, and that's it. Instead, they could have tried to push the bot lane, get the keep, and that would have given them a lot more. Apocalypse connects, nano boost the Diablo. There's the Buried Alive, Dibbles is blocked in, and there's the stun and the kill. Diablo down, and they're trying to go for Imperius next. Objective is up on the map. The Ultralisk, by the way, is still busy in the middle. As you can see on the minimap, is just doing work the entire time here. Wants to have a piece of the action too. Marinero and his Kerrigan is now the one to start and take the objective at the bottom of the map. We have in the middle still the few defenders trying their best, but of course they need to wait for Diablo if they want to make a play. And there's more items on the map now that the blue team is very happy to grab. 57,000 for Chromie. She's still the top damage dealer in the game. Yay! Shut the fuck up. So instead, we're going to see the push to the bot lane with the Protector, I guess. It's already 75% over into the control point. And now they have a chance to just come in and, yeah, take the bottom keep. I don't think they can end the game. Maybe, if they can get a couple of kills, they are able to pull it off. They have 3 turrets, so that's nice. If they land a good entomb with Leo, then they might be able to do even more work. And Leo has to be careful, and that's exactly what he does. Alright, there we go. Bit of a flank attempt, apparently, in order to defend this. Keep that Sylvanas in mind, too. Sylvanas can really become a problem here for them as well, because that means that the Protector is not taking a lot of damage. There's the Entomb. Ana is frontlining. She's frontlining hard, and she gets punished for it. Frontline Ana goes down, gets completely caught off guard here. The team moved away, and she was left alone. And now Chromie is dead. This could be game. This could be game. Can they get more kills? Actually, it's the red team that takes one. Leo is dead, so maybe they can get a bit more. Vashia on his Uther also needs to be careful. Gets stunned into the wall and dies as well. What is happening? 5 versus 3, but all of a sudden, the mighty minions are becoming mighty again. And they take down a third. Like, the fuck? As it's a 5 versus 5, they completely facepalm, and they are losing several heroes, but then they re-engage into the fight and start to kill one hero after another. And look, the Protector is moving away. They didn't even get the keep, and now Garrosh is just sitting here, just like, let me get out of here. Uses the Indomitable and is on his way back. The Ultralisk is helping. Oh, beauty! The Ultralisk still helping. 18 versus 16, and here we go. Here's the next setup at the top as they are starting to go for the camp that has been taken previously. Ultralisk is also active at the bottom of the map. Yeah, and this time they're taking it down for good. Learned their lesson here. Ah, well, maybe not quite. Run, baby, run! Oh, this is perfect. Yep, sits tight and is still doing work here. Guys, this is a little bit nuts, honestly. Alright. Cassia's coming in. And... it just doesn't end. VIP detected. Oh my god. They're trying so hard. And just can't. Too strong. Already the attack against Chromie. Kerrigan just... oh, what? Buried alive! And Ana is dead again. Used the medallion the last second. I'm sorry, medallions make you not unkillable. They only make you unstoppable for a short period. 4 down, and... yep, they're killing Dibbles too. And the Ultralisk, I'm happy to report, is still alive. The Ultralisk is still in play. Actually got a kill. Yeah, so top side, this isn't really looking too good for the keep. They're going for the one in the middle. I think they should have just gone bot lane and then core, but apparently they're deciding to go to the mid instead. Both should work out well for them. Ultralisk definitely the VIP for me. Kerrigan 66,000 damage. That's the second highest damage on their team. Nearly the same numbers that Chromie can bring to the table here. But that's game, I suppose. Yeah, Shoryuken is grabbing that lead in the best of 3 series as they take down the core of the mighty minions on Volskaya Foundry. GG and well played. The mighty Ultralisk, the linchpin towards the end of the game here as the blue team takes the victory. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on KhaldortV. Back in our quarterfinal match, the lead in the series goes to Shoryuken, and we have the mighty minions with some play attempts over here, but it is going to be an interesting game as the mighty minions are relying on Gazlowe and Brightwing over here. A bit of a frontline setup for them with Tacita as a damage dealer, and on the other side we got a Khaldor, so again looking strongly towards the CC. On the left side, the blue team with Banak on Leoric, Kaula or Apano on yeah, Kelthas. I have no idea if you pronounce it that way, but honestly, then again, I don't care too much. Black Knight on Johanna. We got Marinero on Imperius, Vash on Anduin, and over to the right side, Skrat on Tacita, Omishashu on Sonya, Merlin on Brightwing, Rundfunk on Diablo, and Boba Fett on Gazlowe. And the action is coming through in our Heroes of the Storm match right away. This time we are on Dragonshire as the second map, and if the Mighty Minions want to advance in this tournament, they have to make sure that they win 2 in a row now. There's once again a ton of CC on the side of Shoryuken, So they're trying to rely on the slows on Leo. They had great success with the Entombs and also the Buried Alives in the last game. We have the Gravity Labs coming in from Khaldor as an additional tool. And of course that Imperius on the side lane is not going to hurt them either. Well, side lane, probably not so much since Leo can take that position. But he still has all the tools that he needs in order to rotate between the lanes, soak experience, or simply join the team fight for more CC. When it comes to their opponents, they're trying to invade again, aren't they? Yeah, they are. We've seen that in game number 1, and they're trying to do that again in game number 2. Aggressive plays from the Mighty Minions, and already setting a couple of turrets up, and using Tacita to zone them out. That's a weird way to get into that backline, but here comes the Condemned setup, trying to push them back in. They're taking that fight. You're not gonna steal our Siege Giants away. Not like this. Could that be a kill? He survives. Close call though. Yeah, and the Siege Giants have been taken. Now, since the attack of the red team has proven to be unsuccessful, they now are a bit late on their own camp. I mean, they're still gonna take it. But of course, they got a bit of a bloody nose in the invade attempt. Haven't lost the hero, so that's good. It's kind of interesting also that they rely again on Dibbles over here. Might be something that in the later stage of the tournament can be exploited a bit with bans. So something to at least pay attention to. Obviously, it's a little bit too early to tell. And win in this case with the Pursuit by Grace on level 1. Alright. So we got the Crybaby in play. We also have with Jojo the Laws of Hope over here as a level 1 talent. And Brightwing going into the Pixie Charm. Okay. So trying to actually go for a few bribes there towards the late game and play it with Mercenaries, or focus at least on those. Gazlo, I'm not really sure if that's necessarily needed. You have a Sonya, you have a Gazlo. Both of them should be really good at taking the camps for you. So if Brightwing really needs to go that particular route is questionable, especially since the build for the hero is, thanks to the NA players, I mean, pretty much well established. So you kind of want to go down that path. On level 4, we got our Netherwind again. We also got the Neil Peasants, so Leo's gonna make those rotations. This setup, a little bit slower on the camp clear compared to what we have on the other side. And you can already tell that Mighty Minions are trying to make those plays. Yeah, nobody seems to nobody seems to anticipate that they're going for the camp here. They're suspecting nothing. So this is one camp taken, and now they can join the fight. The problem is that Diablo is about to go down, and he's dead. Bit of an attempt of Boba Fett on this Gazlo to still come in and take a kill against Khaldor. That doesn't work, but they have the camp that's pushing. But now there's a double shrine control for the blue team that could result in an early Dragonite. So in the middle, Leo's trying to channel it, but he gets interrupted, of course. Down here, the wall is starting to lose cohesion as the camps are still attacking. Defense is there. And the blue team is also pushing. Now, top side, Sonya is going to retake, but she has to fall back quickly to make sure that there's not more damage done by the camp. Bottom of the map, at least Jojo is trying to hold her own on this one. Only one kill in this game so far, but there could be a second one as they're starting to body block Johanna completely, going for a surround attempt here. That wall, yeah, didn't do too much, but can they get the kill? Medallion has been used. And she gets out. Gets out barely. If you have a Tacita on your team with a Diablo, keep in mind that you can actually make some pretty sexy plays by simply setting up walls that Diablo can stun people into. So that can provide a lot of stuns. Leo on level 7 going into the Willing Vessel over here. With the level 7 talents also taken on the other side. We got the life funnel again, the spin to win for Sonya. It's going to be active soon to end. And we got the Sun King's Fury. So since we are in Division 6 and 7, so pretty much at the bottom of the skill pyramid here, they are trying to spec heavily into living bombs. And if the blue team doesn't spread properly, they're going to be punished heavily for it. Red team. So Wundfunk is trying to do his thing at the bottom of the map. No level 7 talent yet for Johanna, so she's holding back on that. Mid lane, Brightwing with a save, and yep, there we go, making sure that they're not spreading the bombs any further. Level 8 for both of the teams, and still that 1 versus 1 situation with the 2 tanks at the bottom of the map. It's only gonna take a couple of hours until somebody is finally dying here. That's a positive thing. But yeah, top side, we still have the side laners locked into a 1 versus 1. So far, it's being respected. But there's, of course, camps now, and in this case, Brightwing uses her level 1 to grab that. Diablo needs to be careful. He is already incredibly low, and he is fully stacked. If he die... Yeah, that's not where you want to die. Diablo is back, but death timers are so low at this point that losing 100 stacks is a lot worse than simply being dead for the entire duration. So him actually YOLOing like this, not really a good look at this point. Top side, yep, there comes the spin to win, and haha, clutch! Sonya making it out of harm's way. Close call though. Still the pressure play in the middle as Diablo is trying to hold the position. Nobody has taken a Dragonite yet, but we have continuous double shrine control from the blue team that they are always happy to re-establish if the mighty minions are trying to take it away. Level 10 abilities are in. Question is, can they take a fight? Yeah, they should have a Blessed Shield out, unless, of course, we're going to see a Falling Sword set up for them. Falling Sword with Light Bomb, definitely possible. But do they play it this way? Pyroblast, and they locked it in! What? They got the Dragonite, really? Damn. Yeah, we still don't have an ult for Johanna, so it's definitely possible that it's going to be a Falling Sword setup. Gaslow. Yep, that was a close quarter Pyroblast right there for the kill. Also the Blessed Shield, as the Dragonite is playing catch with the mighty minions. Trying to run away here. A little bit of a blank, I'd say, on the Dragon's Breath. Still trying to do some work, but of course with everybody chasing the Dragonite, the bot lane is completely open, and the rest of the blue team is just saying, you know what, boys? If they don't take care of that, we're just gonna go for it. And that's what they're currently trying to do. But, yep, there we go. Now, again, it's still a little bit weird to me that we have our Brightwing set up here with, with Pixie Charm and Sticky Flare. Like, I don't know about that. If you want to look for a Brightwing build, I heavily recommend the style that BBJ and Banana H these days are playing. If you have to go for the Fruit Fly, then at least play that. But, well, as it stands, I also want to highlight that we have some Wombo potential on the side of the Mighty Minions, given that they are locking in Gaslow with a Gravel Bomb and have also the Apocalypse behind it. So there's some really serious setups that you can go for in a big team fight. Up to this point, they haven't taken a kill yet. That's problematic, since you don't want to lose this map. You don't want to go down 0-2 in this quarterfinal. The blue team, they have 3 kills to 0, but they also dove a little bit deep here, and there's this setup. Double stun with the APOC, the delivery system, and... oh my god, yes! There's more damage coming in. They didn't follow it up properly, but they could still get a kill here, especially as Brightwing jumps in with the Polymorph. Leo, yeah, I'm sorry bro, but that doesn't really look too good for you. So he is likely to fall, and that's the first kill for the Mighty Minions. They take Leo down, and it was a bit of a chaotic battle. The synergy not really going the way that you normally would want to here. But since nobody's defending the top lane, I don't really know what's happening here. They're trying to go for their own camp, apparently. And Diablo is going to sniff that out, I suppose. But the entire wall at the top has now fallen as a result, because he just didn't defend it properly. Here's the attempt to go for maybe even for a kill. Diablo is still alive, though. But they are pushing that fight again. And Gaslow is rotating. Guys, he's gonna get quite a bit of an experience lead for them. Top lane camp is still pushing. That's experience lost for the blue team. Gaslow is currently sitting at the bottom of the map. Takes another wave. Could also take this if he wanted to. But I guess they're suspecting that there's gonna be a fight happening soon. So they're moving back into the middle. 3 kills against 1, and where's the damage at? Sonya is the one to drop the numbers, and Leo, the side laners, locked into that eternal 1 versus 1, are doing most of the damage so far. So now they're making their way straight down to the bottom of the map and going for the camps again. Dropping those siege giants quickly seems to be the play. Black Knight, careful. Alright, there's the setup with the Blessed Shield. They want Diablo, and they get Diablo. Nicely done. Combos out a bit too late. Dibbles is down. I don't even know why he went for Wrath in the first place. I mean, they unleashed everything on Diablo, even though it was already a guaranteed kill. They came in with the Imperious ult. They tried to drop the Pyroblast of Kelthas on him, which got reset to a 10-second cooldown. But here it is, and boom! Sad panda. Sad panda. That didn't really work out. Yeah, Pyroblast, spell armor increase was just enough. Now Anduin is dead, and the Siege Giants are also eliminated. So 14-14, 4 kills to 2. Leo at the top, Sonya in the middle. Everybody just rushing around and trying to make their plays, get the experience, and set up for Dragonite number 2 that's now on the list. So, quest is also completed for, well, for Khaldor, who also went into Fission Bomb, so he is going full out on this one. Diablo with another wall stun, nicely done here. They try to go for Jojo, they might get the kill. Oh, Gaslow, another Dragonite. They might get the kill against Jojo, but Dragonite number 2 gets taken because nobody interrupts the middle. Sonya is still busy at the top, and the Dragonite doesn't give a shit about all of this. Nice combo, at least against Khaldor. And then Diablo pushes him out of the damage and sits straight into the tower range. I'm not so sure about that. Why do you save them? He actually survives. Are you shitting me? Diablo is alive. Dragonite went to the fort in the middle and is now attacking the keep wall. Sonya is trying to return the favor all the way up at the top. It's getting chaotic over here. It is definitely getting chaotic. They're starting to come in again with more damage against the fort. Dragonite is sitting at the top and doing his work here. 16 talents nearly ready now for the mighty minions. So they're starting to take the advantage in kills. Anduin is trying to kill Gaslow at the bottom. Hello? Is Anduin actually killing Gaslow? Not so sure about that. Dragonite at the top is nearly taken down, but he's still hammering away, and since Leo is in there, even if he dies, it's not a problem. Sonya was so close to destroying the top fort of the blue team. Nearly got that done. Yeah, and Leo just gets the hell out of there. No problem for him. Yeah, and 16, we got the fine lasers now. We also got the thermal lance. Nearly completed quest on level 1 for Tacita, I might add. And here come the talents. It's pretty even, actually. I mean, the 2 forts that have just now been destroyed by the Dragonite, that changes things a little bit, but in experience and kills, they are extremely close. Now, this is a problem. That is a fantastic setup if they can lock it in with the APOC, but they can't. Their grabber bomb not strong enough. Nice wall, but there's the kill against the Goblin. Double kill potentially against the backline. Brightwing explodes. That's how we like it. They're going for Dibbles. Pyroblast again. And this time they get the kill shortly after. Quest was completed again, so he'll be back. But Sonya is dead, and that could even be a kill against Tacita. Blue team all of a sudden coming out crushing, killing 4 heroes in the last encounter. And now they have control of the map, which could lead to another fort destroyed. Should lead to another destroyed fort. And they're doing that as we speak. So they're moving in right away to take this one down. But yeah, I gotta say, with them rotating topside, controlling the minion waves here, and I guess the only thing that the mighty minions can do is take their own camp. Yeah, things are a little bit spicy right now. The problem is, how do you play this out? How does the red team come back? I like the wall here. Just making sure that nobody comes in. Better safe than sorry. That's how you play it. But yeah, bot lane, that's where another camp is now about to be taken. And I don't know, but the mighty minions, they have to get a few kills now. They really have to coordinate well. And I really thought that the last fight could have been great for them if they set the gravel bomb up a bit better with stun and then have the APOC come in after. If they set that up for Tacita to drop his own damage, then I think they can absolutely obliterate them. But they didn't use that to their advantage. So choke point fights are in their best interest. But it's not really working out that way for them. Now there's another Dragonite now available, and of course 2 have now gone over to the blue team. So let's see if maybe the minions are able to get one. The mighty minion army over here is trying to fight for the bot lane, I suppose. And yeah, there's another APOC combo with a stun and a kill. Insta kill. Anduin is down, and they go for the follow-up. They have 2 quick kills. That's how you play that. Nice. It wasn't the wombo that we were talking about earlier, but it was definitely a fantastic setup by them. They're trying to go for another wall stun, and Diablo is just bullying them right now. Black Knight is about to go down, and that is a triple kill, ladies and gentlemen. They can easily take the fort at the bottom of the map. Could go for a Dragonite. They want Khaldor. They might just get him, but he is still alive. Now, that one is going to fall. Sonya is at the top. Yeah, Brightwing is coming in too. They're going to take it, and someone needs to go into the middle to take the Dragonite. But the fort at the bot lane has fallen. Diablo is the one to move into the mid lane. And they might just get that kill as well. If there's another polymorph coming in, cooldown should actually soon be available again. What an entomb! Oh, that would have been so cool if not for the spin to win. Seems like Dibbles is gonna survive. Leo is gonna survive. Dibbles has taken the Dragonite. He's hopefully gonna survive too. But now they're taking it. They have taken the fort at the bottom. They've destroyed the one at the top. They have the Dragonite. And all of a sudden they're back to business. I don't know what to say here, but this is starting to look way better for them. I was a bit worried that they would get completely crushed here, but now they find themselves in a pretty decent spot. They're getting a bit of work done, they get some damage connected, they have 8 kills to 7 right now. Working on level 20, as does their opponent. Brightwing is even going on to the side lane to get some global soaking, so that they can get the level 20 talent. Yep, Fruitfly busy, whereas level 20 is already available for the blue team. Indestructible for Johanna, okay. Also buried alive. Brightwing wants the 20 for them, nearly gets it. Master of Flames is in. There we go. No Glyph of Faith though, the Desperate Prayer instead. And here we go. Hellgate again for Diablo, as we've already seen in the last game. Always a bit weird. Actually, not Hellgate, sorry. Lord of Terror instead. And Gazlo. Wow, he actually lives? What? Gazlo lives and Jojo might die. Leo is the first one to fall, but they want more than that. Master Flames. You see the Living Bomb spreading, but not enough. And that's a triple kill. 3 down. They go for Kel'Thas. And Kel'Thas is dead as well. It's a quad kill, ladies. Easy quad kill for them right now. They take them down and grab 1 kill after another. That's an open bot lane that they can now use to their advantage. And they are making their way in as we speak to take the first keep down. Can they do more? Can they go for core? Honestly, with another 30-40 seconds until the frontliners are gone, that's definitely a huge opportunity to force game number 3, and they're taking it. Yeah, they're going for it, and unless Leo is pulling off some miracle defense once he's back, this is gonna be game. Tacita has 55,000 damage, it popped the shield on the core, and they are forcing the 3rd and final map of this quarterfinal series here at the Heroes of the Storm tournament, hosted by Heroes Lounge. Nicely done. Combo comes out, doesn't even matter anymore. This is gonna be game, and we are headed into a 3rd map in this best of 3 series. GG and well played. Game on! The final map, Alderac Pass on the left side. Shoryuken with Black Knight on ETC this time. We got Banach on Sonya, Kaula or Pano on Sylvanas, Vash on Rhaegar, and Marinero on Tychus. It's the quarterfinal, everybody! The Heroes of the Storm tournament, the Rare Cup, it continues. Hosted by heroeslounge.gg. We got on the right side of the map Skrat on Orphea, Merlin on Brightwing again for the 2nd time, Boba Fett on Reyna, Omishashu on Thrall, and Rundfunk for the 3rd time in a row on Diablo. Okay, let's check it out and see which team wins. Kind of hurts me a little bit to see apparently the same Brightwing build to be played over here, but well, there's that. Press the advantage gets taken by Tychus on the level 1. And seriously, these mounts, are you for real? I mean, they are so fucking ugly. At least Sylvanas is riding the White Direwolf. I mean, that makes up for some of it. But yeah, that thing is just like, ugh, worst mount ever. Anyways, we got the Trolling Thunder on level 1 for Thrall, so he expects to sit on the side lane for quite a bit. We also have Exterminator for Jimmy, which is going to help a lot also once that the bosses are up on the map, since you're going to be in a position where you can take those quickly if the team helps and moves in together with you. A little bit of a global setup. We have our 2 StarCraft characters at the bottom of the map doing their thing, so Tychus is going up against Jimmy, as you can see over here. And, well, time will tell which team advances to the semifinals of the tournament. Right now, still quarterfinal setups, of course. And for everybody that's curious, best of 5s, only the grand final. Alright. With the first 2 games, I gotta say, I think that this could get pretty close. We have a bit of a global for the red team with Brightwing, depending on how they use her. Camps are taken just as they are supposed to. Hello? What? Okay. The Renegade takes down Jimmy. A 1 versus 1 that leads to an early game kill. And the spray game is also on point as Marinero comes in right away and sprays his ass. Yeah, showing some dominance over here. I don't really think that Jimmy is going to be too happy about that. But that's a typical one of these cases of like, yeah, that shouldn't happen. Nobody moved in, nobody did anything, and yeah, they apparently just thought they could fight it out and were proven wrong, at least Jimmy was. Now we have the spin to win build setting up again for Sonya, and the bigger they are for Tiger, so they're going to try and burn Diablo down. They didn't ban Diablo, so now that Diablo is taken again, I suppose that the idea here is to just put more pressure onto him with a good power slide, and then Tiger's coming in with a minigun. You could definitely do that. The problem is it has to be a good power slide, not one like that. And that leads to a quick kill against ETC, and was just simply too aggressive. We're going stacks on level 4 for the Thrall, so he's going for the Frostwolf pack. Diablo even committing to the Life Leech here. And they're already attempting to bully Sonya a little bit more. Sonya makes it into the middle, but keep in mind, Rundfunk just pushed them around, quite literally, in game number 2. Full on, look at the build for Rhaegar. He's actually going full on into Lightning Shield build as well, with Electric Charge and the Stormcaller over here. Okay. I mean, the good thing with Rhaegar is you have a bit of wave clear, but this is a bit out there. I really want to see what else he's going to go for in terms of talents. Thrall survives, gets some help from Brightwing at the top lane, and he desperately needs it too. And is nearly able to turn it around against Banach and get a kill there. So level 6 is now in. Oh, ETC gets murdered again. Yeah, gets caught over here. That's the second time that he falls. That is not really a good look for the blue team. They lost their frontliner now twice. And this is, by the way, also one of the only games that they've played in this series so far where they don't rely on 3 melee heroes. So this could become incredibly dangerous. It seems like ETC has a bit of a problem to keep himself alive if he isn't flanked by 2 more side laners. And I don't know, but they are lacking a lot of CC if you compare to the compositions that they played in game number 1 and game number 2. And if that is their playstyle, then this might turn out to be a bit of a problem for them. So they're trying to burn Dibbles down, which didn't work, but the objective is taken. Free objective. The Mighty Minion Army, MMA, they go in and they take claim to objective number 1. They have the early level 7. And they're going for another wall stun. They're trying to make another play for Sonya. They might even get the kill here. Wow. Sonya is escaping time and time again with pretty much no HP at all. So careful here. Cleanse comes out for Rhaegar, so there's that. But they might be able to push this aggressively. Of course, with Sylvanas on the blue team side, whenever there's an objective taken by Shoryuken, they might be in a position where they can enhance the push thanks to Sylvanas and really snowball it a bit. But at least right now, Brightwing, by the way, same build again. Again, the Sticky Flare, again, the Pixie Charm. Either way. Oh, can they get a kill? They go for it. Yes, ETC is dead again. Bad news. I mean, there is actually a couple of warning flags right now. A couple of red flags here, a couple of warning signs. We got on level 1 only 6 stacks for Sylvanas. That is definitely not a good start for her to get the damage out if you want to go into the Unfurling Shadows. 6 stacks also for ETC, and he has died 3 times now. 3 deaths on the blue team side, all 3 kills against them. Now, Rhaegar double checks what's happening top side, isn't really going for that. Down at the bottom of the map, there's a heavy push coming, and Tychus won't be able to defend this. And ETC, he needs to be careful too. If he tries to slide in again the way that he did before, he's just going to get bullied again and dies. But they're trying to go for the boss at the top side. So, Thrall figures it out. He's sitting tight already, locks one in, alright, and starts to poke them down a bit as the rest of the red team is moving in. This could be a total disaster. This is going to be a total disaster for the blue team. They're keeping the aggro. They're completely lost here. They're like, guys, what are we doing? Are we keeping the aggro? Are we going for a kill? They should just take it away. They should just take it away, and that's exactly what they're doing. They come in with the Exterminator, and that's a free boss for the Mighty Minion Army. Wow. So many things in this game are currently going wrong for the blue team. And again, this is the final map in the best of 3 series here. The boss gets taken. Blue team did most of the work. And now Brightwing is going with her level 1 over to the right side, steals or takes the item, the camp, of course, and here level 10 abilities. Wow, level 10 with a boss push. There's the setup against Tychus. He tries to make it out, but here comes Diablo, and I don't know what to say, but it's always impressive to see a Diablo player this low in the standings, Division 6 and Division 7, to properly combo his Apocalypse, and he's done it now multiple times in all 3 games. It might have been good to invest in a ban here. Boa Fett should honestly just drop his ult. I don't know why they're not pushing this. They could drop the ult here, they could push them out a little bit further and just open this up. But they decide against it for whatever reason. You don't have to try and take the keep, you don't have to do suicide for it. Nobody needs to commit Subaru in a situation like this. But if you just play it a little bit safe and drop the Hyperion, do a little bit of damage, then that's enough. Again, so here comes the wave. Black Knight is trying to zone. Has to be careful with that power slide. Rhaegar hasn't made a choice yet either. I mean, I would assume that he's going for Ancestral Healing here. They need that frontline sustain. I don't think that they can go Bloodlust and roll over the opponent. That seems highly unlikely with that combo and the game, the way this game is going so far. Sonya escapes again. What else is new? There's the party! Oh my god! Oh my god! 3-man mosh pit. Brightwing jumped in and they got the kill there too. That's how you make a comeback. That's how ETC comes in and says, boys, I still got it. Wow. That is... yeah, that's pretty good. So just look at this setup. Beautiful mosh pit. And that was just glorious. When he appeared, I was wondering if he's going to commit Suzuki again. But instead, he lands the perfect slide, uses the mosh pit. There's no interrupt against him. And they lock all of them in. They need to take care of this before it attacks the keep. But wow, that was glorious. And just like that, they're back to business, aren't they? It's 4 kills against 4. We have level 12 against level 12. And now, how does the red team react? The Mighty Minions, they were ahead for quite a bit, but they have to establish the position again. Now, the objective, of course, is still up for grabs, so they could move in for it. But we'll actually see how this is going to work out for them now. But that was cool. Level 13 is nearly going to be ready. A few more stacks for Sylvanas by now too, sitting on 34. And here comes the push into the mid lane. With the camps, taking this out. 30 talents, give us again the spray and pray. Bit of an aggressive setup. Again, no Neo Steel coating, so you don't have the armor there. Brightwing also in this case with the Pixie power, so can help them. And they go Bloodlust! I am not sure about that move. I am not certain if that was the right choice here. Bloodlusted Odin, we're going old school. Rhaegar is in trouble. Sonya is dead. Diablo died too, but the rest of the team is also in a precarious spot here. If they get locked down by the wolf, then they could die, and that's exactly what's happening. Tychus is dead. 2 heroes are eliminated. They have a serious lack of sustain here. Bloodlust is kind of neat, but at the same time, I am not sure if that's really what you want to go for in the setup. If you feel that your only play is to go for some wombos or some like really quick kills, then yeah, fair enough, but I don't really think this is going to come together for them in this game. I'm worried for the blue team. I feel they're relying heavily on the plays potentially made by Black Knight if he lands another mosh pit. Then they could do a whole lot here, but that seems like another objective is more or less inevitable for the Mighty Minions, especially since they rotate as a unit to the top instead of fighting for it. They could have decided to go into another battle, but apparently without their heroic abilities they feel uncomfortable in that spot. So if they still plan on doing that, they need to hurry. They seem to be a bit late here. And apparently they still want to pull this off. I don't think they can. Nobody channeled, and there it is. Objective is taken. ETC slides in. Good medallion use from Orphea, and she is able to get out. Now we have 26,000 damage on Thrall. 21,000 on Sylvanas. And that's another big push coming in that should destroy the bottom fort. It should destroy the fort in the middle. And then it's only a matter of whether or not the red team is able to also take a keep with it. Either way, they're going to open some walls up. So if they can get a kill now too, just imagine how much they could accomplish here. There's Odin, already popped early. Fort is down though. Top side, Sonya's trying to defend it. Bottom of the map gets attacked too. They will try for ETC again, but they can't quite make it happen. Yeah, they're not getting him just yet. So, yeah, making the play for the bottom of the map again. Mid lane is already defended. Down here at the bottom, as you can see, another fort falls. That's the last fort that was still standing. So they're just shifting the attention on the lanes a bit. And by now, of course, Odin is gone. So, no more Odin. Here comes the play through the wall. They're trying to bust this. And this time, they also commit to the Hyperion. Moving in with the Hyperion here. Trying to make the play. And it seems like they can get at least the wall destroyed if they stick it out maybe a bit longer, but they're slightly behind experience, so the threat is always that your opponent locks in the 16, grabs it quickly, and then forces you into a fight that you don't want to take. Either way, the position on the map is great. All 3 forts destroyed, no more fountains in the middle. Red team themselves have access to all 3 fountains still and can now go for those camps. So, yep, they're starting to move through those quickly, and apparently they're making a play for the boss at the top again. Alright, that could work out. It's a bit of a risky one, honestly, but they still have the vision in the middle, so that helps them. They see the heroes, and nobody is making a move for them. It seems like this is going to work out. I guess at this point the blue team is realizing that something is a little bit wrong. They haven't seen anybody for a long time, but they're too late. So the boss gets taken, and they have to defend the top lane again. And now the mighty minions could even decide that they rotate down to the bottom of the map and take the second boss as well. They have, with level 16 talents now, the paint him red, so that helps a lot with survivability on him as too. Full on, by the way, like Rising Storm, Earth Shield. Ugh. Yeah, it's a bit much, honestly. I feel you would have, like, especially since they decided to go away from the ancestral healing and instead into Bloodlust, you had so many more options to try and get some sustainability through Rhaegar, and all of that has been lost now. Bottom boss gets attacked again, and with Exterminator as the level 1 talent choice on Jimmy, that should really work for them. I think this move is coming a bit too late. Well, he might just be able to. Diablo needs to push him back, and does exactly that, and they can take their camp. Clutch move. Clutch move, but it works out for them. Earthquake gets committed to. They're trying to make the play here. Boss is up. Mid lane is pushing. They go for ETC, and they kill him again. The cow is down. Easy kills. Rhaegar is dead. Never even used his bloodlust. There's another kill as they take Sonya down. It's a bit of a slaughter, honestly. Yeah, they're getting slaughtered right here. I mean, big fight coming, as you can see. The Apocalypse just in the side, then ETC dies. Rhaegar falls, and shortly after that, Sonya gets eliminated. Now they're pushing for the keep at the bottom of the map. That's the first armor shield removed. There's still a play in the middle as they're trying to defend this one too. And of course, on top of that, we're seeing the top lane with additional pressure. Now, you gotta make a choice if you want to go for core here or not, but I think it would be a smarter move to just simply rotate into the middle and try and take this keep too, so that they remove the second armor shield, and that's apparently what they're trying to accomplish here. They took the camp away from the opponent, so that helps them with the push. And again, top side is also getting pressured. They could fight this, but they don't have to. They are ahead in experience right now by an entire level. Yep, top keeper's also taking damage, so they are playing it safe. And the objective is up. So they can actually start to take a lead on the objective. Then it's always an option for them to fall back, maybe set right wing onto one of the side lanes once that these lanes are pushing out again, and then try and get the early 20. Now, the boss, of course, is going to regenerate hit points, still has 2 of his armor shields here, but they gotta fight over this camp now. They can't let the prisoner camp go. They honestly have to move in for it. It's like, yeah. It seems like they want to get level 20 with... Oh my god, really? Wow. Odin? Oh, dude, that's an early pop on the ult. All they gotta do now is fall back, buy themselves some time, and then re-engage later. Yeah, I'm not sure about that choice. That's a pretty early ult that was used here. And once that Odin is gone, they can engage into it. I would even wait a little bit further, but yep, there we go. Thrall goes down though. Thrall is down. The problem is that Sonya is also in trouble and might die, but Diablo is low. Yeah, he survives though. Even the Wailing Arrow can't take him down. Orphea, Coffin Girl, and they get the kill. Nice. Alright. Blue team, they might just get an objective this game. And again, as I said at the beginning of this match, keep in mind that Sylvanas is on the blue team side. So if you can go through a few structures by enhancing the push even further, that might just be what brings you back into this game and allows you to enter the semifinals. Top lane, yeah, needs to be taken care of. This is actually a problem with the second wave coming in. Sonya is dealing with the mid lane first, and that honestly means that the top lane is going to eat some more damage. And hello, they're apparently trying to backdoor a little bit and take that keep down. It's an interesting move, but it could just do some damage. And talking damage, top keep, as I said, is losing some. Here comes one camp in the middle. There's a second camp in the middle right now. All of a sudden, Sonya is just looking at all of this and is like, are you guys fucking kidding me? I mean, seriously? There's no way she saves this. That's the second armor shield gone. This one's gone. 2 armor shields are down on the boss. Technically, you could think about backdooring at some point. Objective is, of course, taken by Shurioken, but both of the teams will likely get level 20 as all of this pans out. And with Jimmy, you, of course, have another good tool against the opponent's cavalry. So they should be able to defend. I mean, look how... Like, this is the craziest thing. With the lanes being pushed out this heavily, the cavalry has to engage into minions this early. It's kind of nuts. So they have a lot of time to prepare here. Now, here comes the push to the middle, and of course the blue team is fully aware that they have to make some plays here. If they don't come in and now seriously do work, they're in trouble. First of all, we got the 20s in, the death metal is there, gladiators wash out, and they give up the fort. They don't have 20, they give up the fort. Here we go. Diablo again playing it out with the Lord of Terror instead of the Hellgate. And we also have the Execute over here. But in we go. 7 kills to 9, and the blue team is trying to finally get value in this game. But, well, cavalry is taken down. Top side is still pushing though, but now it has to go up against the fort, and with everything, with the gnolls moving in and everything, it doesn't really seem like this is going to get too much done. Even if the fort falls, that's going to be a huge advantage for the mighty minion army. Oh, that's unfortunate for ETC. That could actually even be a stun. They get the stun in too. Can they follow up with a kill? Not quite. They try though, and there, thanks to the cooler reduction, the second wolf connects, and Orphea is shitting on them. Death Mosh though, it's a trap, and everybody dead and dying. Oh my fucking god. Big kills now. Big kills over here. Is that the moment where they can win the game? Have they just lost? Reyna and Dibbles are still fighting, and they're trying to defend, and so far they're doing a decent job, but the blue team is definitely thinking about it. Thinking about taking a couple of these keeps out. Death Mosh for the win right there. That was the big change. ETC died. Nice lockdowns from Thrall, and then they all got murdered, and now they're losing the keep in the middle. It looked like the mighty minion army might just win this game easy peasy. And then we have the comeback. Sonya spinning at the bot lane, another wall stun. But they have to wait for the rest of the team to come back. Thrall with another 15 seconds. And Odin is back up. The big red button right there. Okay, here we go. Keep number 2. They're trying to take it. Yeah, they're pushing them back with the Hyperion. But this is a second keep. Guys, this is even now. This is absolutely even. There's even an experience advantage for Shurioken. Not that it matters too much, but here comes the setup with the stun against Sonya. They try to get more kills. Combo and Tychus! And he's dead. Tychus is down. ETC is back, but Rega is dead. No! Diablo bullying them heavily. Hit after hit, teamfight after teamfight. First they take down Tychus, and then they claim the life of one hero after another, and now they move cross-map in an attempt to end the game here. Yeah, this... Oh, shit, what a game. Comeback after comeback over here. 11 kills to 13 now. And are we gonna see the mighty minions move on to the semi-final? It seems likely. ETC, he has the mosh pit. If he lands a good one, he might just be able to buy enough time for the team. But yeah, he gets attacked right away. Slides in. They want to stun him out. Diablo is low though. Diablo is low. Careful. But there's camps now coming in. Wailing Arrow is out. Dibbles is on the run. The core is slowly falling. 10 seconds until Odin is back. Until Tychus is back. And they're still fighting for it. It might not be over yet. They're trying. They're trying the hardest. The core is low. But can they finish it? Oh, Sylvanas is dead. There's the mosh pit, and that is game as the core falls. Nicely done. The mighty minion army moves to the semi-final of the Heroes of the Storm event.